And then she said, but what about good people in the Liberal Party? And I asked, like who? And she said, well, Andrew Hastie and Amanda Stoker and James Patterson. And I replied quite simply, I think they're fantastic. They're obviously profoundly intelligent. They have the capability. They're measured. They're just the sort of people you want in government. They have the intellectual capacity to understand large, complex problems and understand the best way to analyse that problem, define it, consider courses of action and select the best course of action. One small problem. They're silent. They have refused to mention the 28 VIP pedophiles that John Howard's government put a 90-year suppressor order on.
And they have parliamentary privilege.
And they won't say a word. So from my perspective, I'm sorry. But silence is consent. Now, I don't know what pressure they're under. They've been told, sit quietly, we'll fix the Liberal Party, and then we'll clean it up later. Well, they're nice young kids, those three, they really are. But I've been around the buoy a few times now, and that's the line they spin to everybody that ever puts their head up above the parapet. And then after 10, 15 years, you'll say what a Major General once said to me. And I was disgusted with him because I knew this guy since he was a cadet. And he was one of those brilliant men that you knew was just going to make it to the top. He threw up his hands and said, eventually I just gave up, I couldn't win, and walked away. And that's what's going to happen to those three. They'll be chewed up and spat out by a machine that they do not understand, and they're believing the lies that the Liberal Party can be fixed. Well, I'm sorry, but those three are probably three decent cells in an otherwise cankerous carcass that has destroyed this country over decades. So I'm sorry, kids, but the Liberal Party's dead, the Labor Party's dead, and that's why A1's attracting Liberals and Labor Party, and they're sitting very comfortably side by side because all they want is a decent country. And there you go. So that's bad news for the Libs, but good news for Australians who need to wake up and realise you have to take control of your nation. Stop waiting for somebody else to do it. You've got to make a decision and then move forward.